Today, I'm going to talk about Donald Trump because people like me, us progressive woke people, we hate Donald Trump. You know, we hate everything about him. And, we ask ourselves, why does he keep walking about with orange skin? And, he's a racist hate monger and a womanizer. And he's another one of them, like Andrew Tate and a lot of others. He's full of toxic masculinity. And to me, I think he's basically a Nazi, and he is, and him being in power has made the world a much more dangerous place. So these Trump voters, well done, you've made the world a more dangerous place. I mean, Joe Biden was brilliant. I mean, he never caused any trouble whatsoever. He used to just go to meetings and have a little nap in the meeting and then go out. He had no idea what was going on. So how could he cause any trouble? But obviously now Trump's won. He's not falling asleep through the meetings and stuff. And when Trump did win the election, had the strangest feelings and the strangest urges. I mean, I just had this really strong but sudden urge to just begin to film myself and start screaming and crying down the camera, which I did. I did it and I put it on YouTube, but I deleted the video because everybody was laughing about it, all these far right thugs thought it was really funny. But yeah, I don't see what was funny about it. I mean, why can't America vote somebody progressive like Keir Starmer, like Labour in Britain? I mean, mind you, Keir Starmer did annoy me a little bit recently when he said a woman is an adult female, But I do think he said that out of desperation because I think his hands were tied and, it's literally took him years to answer that question anyway. So he did everything he could. But eventually, somebody used one of our worst nightmares against him, and that's logic. And, he had to concede to the logic, Like I say, there's a few things I'd like to cancel, and logic and facts are a couple of them things. I don't like logic and facts. But to me, like I say, Donald Trump is a dangerous man. He's a warmonger, and we're in big trouble now. He's in power, like I say, he's a complete warmonger, and that's why he refused to go to war with Russia. I think he's probably Putin's puppet. Do you know what I mean? I think he's under the thumb, and Putin is actually controlling Donald Trump, and that's the only reason why we haven't gone to war with Russia. I mean, I'm all for peace, but not when it comes to Russia and Putin. There can be no peace with people like Russia and Putin. We have to fight that war. And I know that we have to fight that war because I've been watching the BBC, and the BBC has told me that we have to fight that war. But in my opinion, America should have voted for Kamala. I mean, I think she was absolutely brilliant, and it would have been amazing to see the first ever black female president. I mean, or is she the second? I can't remember. But it's one anyway, I can't remember. But that would have been brilliant, and I would have been so proud. And I'm sure that if Kamala Harris won the US election, then I'm sure that by now she'd have probably already had Russia beat. Do you know what I mean? Russia would have already been bit. Well, either that or she'd have caused World War III and a chain reaction of nuclear attacks. But I doubt that was going to happen. She'd have beat them.